Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurazo here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Mark Watch. We have a lot of buyouts and a lot of other cards to go over, so make sure you're comfortable because this is going to be a nice in-depth market watch like always. And if you guys enjoy these, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And I want to take a second here to thank you guys for 2,800 subscribers. We just hit it. Hopefully we can hit 3,000 by the end of July. I think the 3,500 by the end of the year could happen, guys, so I'm really happy and excited for that. I also want to say that there will be a live stream tomorrow, Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central, like always. And thank you guys so much for supporting those live streams. The last one was probably one of the more fun ones, in my opinion. I always have fun, but something about the last live stream was just awesome to me. You know, maybe I was in a bad mood and it kind of cheered me up. That's what I think. But thank you guys for showing up, and thank you guys for supporting the channel. I really do mean that. Now, if you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. It helps out the channel to know there's Kazu. Thank you to all my YouTube channel members, especially the two ones that are new this month. I really appreciate it. And we're going to get right into it. Just remember that if you guys want me to go over any cards, let me know in the comment section below. I try to get to as many people as possible and as many cards as possible. Now, if you guys have not heard, Dracoslayers are getting some support, and it's actually pretty good. Now, I've gone over Ignis or Prominence, the ulti, before, and I always thought it was very cheap at like the $10, $12 it was, for not only what the card does, but how cool it looks, as well as Clash of Rebellion being a very good set and quite extinct. Now, what this card does, if you don't know, is once per turn, you target a pendulum monster on the field or in this pendulum zone, destroy it, and if you do, you shuffle a card on the field into the deck. Now, it does not target, which is really, really good, and it could be anywhere as well. Now, you could also special summon a Dracoslayer monster from your deck in defense position. It just can't be used as a sacred material for a summon is all. This card's actually really, really good. Now, right now, first sets are $65, but I want to show you guys that right now they're selling more at like 20s. I see 40, 50 here actually. So they are selling actually. If you guys have this card and you don't plan on playing it and you feel like you want to get rid of it, might not be an awful card to sell right now actually. Now we have Magister Paladin. I also talked about this. Have it for your 5 cards of your trade binder because it's a very good card for rank 4 pendulums, in my opinion, where it just searches any pen from the deck. It's during the end phase. But it's good for going, getting your pieces, all that. And it's good for Dracoslayers as well. So it's a free search at the end phase, and you get a special. First end are like $38. I actually have this, funny enough. And I think this card just really looks cool. It kind of reminds me of a zoo, which I know isn't, you guys are thinking right there, that doesn't sound like a compliment. It just does. Like, all the colors in this ulti are, like, insane. Like, but they pull it off, and that's what I really like about this card. Luster Dragon, the Dracoslayer here. This card's about $6 for unlimiteds. First sets are $10. So you guys probably have this in your bulk, honestly. So if you do, make sure you get rid of it. Premium golds are still $1, and then you have like the rares. So this card, it's affordable. You have Dino Wrestle Power, the Mighty Dracoslayer. Now I don't believe this card's actually that great in the deck, but supers are $3 going up to 5s here. And there's a wall for 35. This card is an OTS 1, and it's never really had much value. But I always thought it was funny enough. In my last OTS Mark Watch, which was like a week and a half, I actually said this might be cute at $1, but I don't think they play this. So I guess if you felt like adding it to your cart, you kind of want a little bit. Now Draco Face Off here. You reveal Dracoslayer Pendulum Monster and 1 Draco Overlord Pendulum from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks one of them to place in your pendulum zone or special, and it's my choice. And you add the other card to that direct face up. So this card is actually really, really good, at least in my opinion. It's basically going up to like $2, $3, $4 here. So if you have any of these in your hollow bulk, hey, they're worth some money now. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about Legendary Duelist Duels from the Deep. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you here. This is going to be a Legendary Duelist that's gonna flop very hard. I would get a box for the channel and open it up for like $40 though. Possibly. Now, we have droplets at $55 here. It's not bad for ultra rares, but my big issue that I have with this card is that you can get secret rares right here for like, okay, you have the Brothers of Legends at 70, but I told people not to get that rarity, and if you do, sell it and get the OGs. And the OGs are 80 to 90 right now here. Well, there's one copy here for $80 by the J Card Shop, and then they go up to 85s, going up to 90s. So I would much rather have this version personally than these, especially because this is not bad for pre-sale, to be honest, for droplets. But I feel like these could drop, honestly. We have a wall for 79. I bet that droplets can be a lot more affordable now. The boxes for 51, I just won't get them. You have Aqua Argonaut here at like 30. You got the Abyss Shark here at 20. You got the Coral Triangle at 20. The 7th Ascension at 20. You got MARINCESS Dive here at 20. The Ocean Dragon Lord. Is this the oh no, this is the other water stuff. 15 bucks here. Like, a lot of these are gonna crash hard, right? That's why I'm going through them, right? You got the Mega Fortress Whale. That's really cute how they put this, but it's 10 bucks. That's not awful. You got Spring Girl here as a super for 3. That's gonna be like 10 cents. And you just got a lot of the other cards here, like Crystal Shark here, 3 bucks. Like, this set might see like it has some value now, but it really doesn't. I think that number 1/6 Giant Hands, when they're like 50 cents or something, it might be worth grabbing actually. To be honest, there's also a what's it called? Another cool card here that I want to talk about this. It wasn't this card, but it's a not an Arch Nemesis card, but an Archfiend card that was really, really cool, but I just can't find it, I guess. But it is what it is. This set's garbage. Anyway, so MARINCESS Seahorse here, Starlight Rares, getting bought out because people are like, oh, this came out of Rise of the Duelists, it's a hard to get, it's a Starlight Rare. You know, if you have this card, I would just try to sell it once it hits like 500, because it's really at the crisp here. Coral Enemy, told people to get this when it was cheap. They're about 15 bucks for unlimiteds here. First Edge are about $15. So they're roughly around the same last time I checked. Just a good card overall. Ulti Terraforming now. These are about 110. For lightly paid, 116 for near mids. I'll be honest with you guys. I think this is a card that even at $100, you guys should still get, because this just searches any field spell. Field spells are always going to be a core part of the game. And if anything, I would actually argue that in the last 5 years, field spells have been more prominent than the rest of the game combined, I would say. Maybe that's a big, statement, but I just feel like ever since, like, Zexal ended, or maybe it started a little bit in the Zexal days, field spells have become more prominent and better. You know, I'm not just talking about, like, the mainstream generic ones like Mystic Mind, Demise of the Land, but just for archetypes in general. Like, Konami's realized that field spells are, they actually want to make field spells good, because there's so many archetypes that have bad field spells, but they made it better. But this card is going to be played in all formats. Current, it's high rarity as well. This card can easily hit $250, $300. So if you're looking for a card that's $100-something that isn't Book of Moon, this is it, honestly. Sign It Mining here. This is going to be played in MARINCESS. 10 bucks here. And this is a good card to Ash. I'm going to be honest. If you want to Ash something in the deck, this is it. 17 for near mids. This is also played in Salad as well. And it's just a generic Cybers card. I'm always shocked to see this at less than $30. If anything, I think these should be at minimum like 30 bucks. So if you're looking to get to invest in Yu-Gi-Oh! And a generic card, I think high rarity Sign It Mining is the way to go. Now, this card does have a lot of reprints though. Dual Overloads are about 4s here. Supers here are about $3 here, which isn't bad. I mean, supers were like $1, ultras like $2. Now you have the gold rares at $2 as well. That is quite interesting, to be honest with you guys. So make sure that you have your secret signing minings. You can invest into the ultras though right now if you want to. Now, Spellbook of Judgment from Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. Now this card came off the OCG ban list on Sunday, and I was actually quite shocked to see that. And I actually went out with an old friend, and we went to a card store that has their prices already marked. And I actually saw a first edition light play of this. And I was like, well, I don't know what the price is, but I saw the thumbnail because I think MCO40 uploaded. I happened to see his thumbnail, but did not have time to watch the video just yet until I came back home. I decided to get one of these, and I'm really happy I did, because right now you have Damage at $11, and you have some unlimited lightly played here for 17, 18 bucks. First edition lightly played here for 23. And then you have them at $60 here, going up to $86, $100 here. If you're watching this video right now, I would actually grab this first edition lightly played at 23, because a lot of players consider E-Dragon format, Elemental Dragon format, for those who don't know, as one of the best formats in the game. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, but it is a terrific format. And it was Elemental Dragons with the only other deck being Spellbook, well, not Spellbook, but Prophecies in general. And this card, Tachyon Galaxy, really helped them fight for that Tier 1, Tier 0 spot, because without Prophecies, I think it's safe to say that Elemental Dragons would have been a Tier 0. And funny enough, some people do like Tier 0 formats. It's very odd, but sometimes the mirror match is fun, sometimes it's not. That's all I have to say. But I had fun because I played Medulla Chase. I was able to spin back both Draco sacks for free, and it was a good feeling. Now, a lot of you might be thinking to yourselves, did you guys tell us that that you wouldn't want to see this card back? Yeah, and I still agree with this. I think this card should still remain banned. Maybe it could come back and not do anything, and maybe it's just nostalgia from how broken prophecies were back then. But what this card does, for those who don't know, is during the end phase, this card was activated. You had spellbook cards, spell cards from your deck to your hand. Besides this card, up to the number of spell cards activated after this card's resolution. Then you can special summon from your deck one spellcast type monster whose level is less than or equal to the number of cards added to your hand by this effect. So basically, what you get to do is you can add anywhere from like 1 to like 7, 8, 9 cards. Not even kidding. And then just because going plus 7, 8 is just not good enough, right? You could just special summon a process card and get that effect, right? Oh, but you can't add Spellbook of Judgment. Like, dude, if you're adding 7, 8 cards, you next turn you're ending it. Let's be honest. And even if you somehow art, you could just search this with one of the cards you add, right? Card is honestly nuts. Artwork looks amazing, and the reason why I told people to grab them is because banned cards like this will go up no matter what. And if you did grab them, good job, you made a lot of money. Now, mega packs were like $4 here. Now you have first at light plays. You have 11 here for $9.50, going up to 10s here, going up to 15s. But people really just care about that OG print. But if you pick these up, which I told people, hey, at $4, you want to, at least if you want to just pick up this just to have it, that might be a good idea. Well, for what, you may double your money on whatever amount you bought. Up to triple if you at least got to place it. So that's pretty good. Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer, the, DXD reference himself here. Man, to see these at $42 is nuts. Now, Anaconda got banned, and it's just not seeing meta-relevant play. It's still a good engine to run. I wouldn't run it personally just because, yes, you either draw one of the two fusion spells, because Fusion Destiny's at 2, or you draw one of the 2 garnets, right? It's really up to you, right? So you have a 50-50 to draw one of those 4 cards there. I personally think that it's only in very specific decks I think you should run this. DP, it's going to be an engine maybe considered in the future. It's also going to get a reprint of the tins. But if you have this card, I just feel like it's so low that you might not want to get rid of it at this point. It's hard. Now, number 89, Diabolist to Mind Hack. We got a new rank 7 archetype that basically, or not rank 7, but level 7 archetype that lets you banish face down from the extra deck and all that. So what's going to come up? Number 89. If you guys don't know how broken this card is, I'm going to tell you. You detach a material from this card, you look at your opponent's extra deck, banish a monster from it, face down. Now, it's not just the banish that's good, right? Yes, if you banish one of their one-ofs, awesome, right? It's still great off deck. The issue is that you get the info from what they're playing in the extra deck. So you get to know what so if you're going first and you make this, right, and you don't know what your opponent's playing, well, you get to look at their extra deck and you'll probably most likely figure out, oh, they're playing Dragon Link, oh, they're playing this, oh, let me banish, say, their Heretic Seal, right? That will help me because they'll lock them out maybe out of another card, right? Really good. Now, at the end of the battle phase, if this card destroys a monster play battle, you can target one card in your opponent's graveyard and that's for cost. You banish it face down, right? So you could get rid of, like, say, a Salmon Great Gazelle, or a Sky Striker Engage, like, a limited one of that could be recurred. Really, really good. Now, if a card your opponent owns and possesses is banished face down while you control this card, which basically once you detach, you have that condition met, you can banish cards from the top of your opponent's deck face down equal to their face down cards, right? So, that you guys might be thinking, oh, so you get to banish 2 off the top of their deck. No, it's not for that, right? Let's say, and this is before the archetype reveal, they activate Pod of Desires. That's 10 banish. You summon this, detach 1. Forget battle phase, right? Now you can banish another 11 cards from the top of their deck. Same thing with Extrav and stuff like that, right? Along with the level 7 archetype, it's going to be crazy, right? Now, there are $3 here going up. I'm happy this card finally has value, honestly, because this card is still quite cheap, in my opinion, for what it is. I told people that this is one of the penny stocks you want to get around $1 to $2. If you did, congrats, you made some money. The Championship Series prize card here, $3,300. I actually really like this. I really want it. And then you have a BGS 9.5. I just want to wow. That's something. I mean, I don't know why you had to get at BGS, but whatever. Let's just move on. Sacred Sword of the Seven. This is got bought out because of the archetype, because this is just a banish level 7 monster from your hand or face up on your side of the field. So if you have a dead level 7, you banish that if you want to keep whatever's in your hand, and you draw 2 cards. Well, lightly playeds are 5s here. Near mints are $9 here. First editions are going for about $13 for near mints. That's actually quite insane. And then you have the mega pack version here. And these are about 6, well, yeah, about 6 for light play, 10 for near mint. You know, you do have the other version that's, I believe, a common here. Yeah, you have the common, you have the rare for maximum gold, which is going 99 listings. Usually this has like 200, so that's something to look at, which is crazy. So if you have that card, make sure to sell it, or to at least look through your bulk, make sure you got it. Now, the Tria's got some awesome support. They actually got good support, guys. It makes me really happy. And the Tria Barkion DTs, these didn't go up. In fact, they're lower than they ever been. $22. Going up to 35. I mean, it goes up quickly, but I don't know. This card's just way too cheap for being a DT card, for being a Tria card. Now, the Tria Beast here, some of them have been selling here, but right now they're about $90. Near mints are 100, 150, 225. Now, I have 2 of these, I believe, because this, if you guys don't know, it's one of my favorite synchros in the game for level 5. It's probably my favorite level 5 synchro. Maybe second, I think that and Catastrophe kind of switch places on and off here. But, you know, this card, I told people, $80, it's too cheap. Go grab it. You guys want to grab these last, you know, this light play for 90 or this near mint for 100? I would get the near mint for 100 most likely, because it's an expensive card. Forget $10, get it mint, or near mint, I should say, and go grab it. So if you have this card or you want to make a good investment really quickly, now's the time to grab them. Rose Whip, just literally locks your opponent out of the back row because they activate 1 spell trap return. $13 here. I actually, funny enough, have these somewhere. I just don't know where. Supers are $5-6 here, and then you have the commons here at like $2 here. So I guess I got to go fishing for these. Ghost rares, $13 here. No one wanted to put this up to $20. It's actually pathetic. I guess we'll look at what near mints are. Oh, near mints are close to 20, but still, pretty criminally underrated. Bamboo Shoots here. If you guys don't know what this card does, this card should be something about Trivia and the Trivia monster while this card remains face up on the field. Your opponent cannot activate Spell Trap cards. So, pretty good, honestly. These are about 25s. First ed, lightly played 35. First ed limits $53 for your Bamboo Shoot Ultimate Rares. This card was always pricey, though. It just, you know, it's kind of skyrocketed with the new support. Are you guys excited for the new Trivia support, by the way? Honestly, I know it's not going to be something crazy, but because Naturias have so much to negate spells and traps, if they can go to Apollosa with it, it might be a good deck. Who knows? Now, Alubers here. $16 going up to $18, $19. Honestly, this card's insane. Sorry, guys. Had a little bit of indigestion there. I think that this card, even though, you know, it's getting probably a reprint in the tins and all that, getting a secret rare might not be a bad idea. I mean, at less than $20, he's really crashed. Even though despite are doing stuff in the meta. I think it's because people already know that this next time is about to come. I think that's probably why. Borrel Savage Dragon here, $36 here. First editions are $36 here. Not bad for an Ultra Borrel Savage. I think Ultras are worth grabbing. Now, a lot of people might be asking, what about the secret rares? Well, the secret players look cool, and they look great to play as well. But there's a lot more of these on the market, and they're not the original print out of Savage Strike, right? $35 here. If you want one to play, just get whatever version, because I think both versions will go up eventually. Card definitely needs another reprint. I think a lot of people aren't talking about that. Borrel Sword Dragon here from Cybernetic Horizon here. 16 for Unlimiteds here. First editions are criminally underrated at the $19 mark. Now, if you guys don't know what this card does, you can target attack position monster, change your defense position, and this card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn, right? Meaning that you, after one of your other monsters is done attacking, you change it to defense, and that could be really good if it's like a squid. If it does have that much attack, your opponent could beat over it. Might not be a bad, you know, effect like that, but it's mostly the second attack, right? and your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. Once per turn, when this card declares an attack on a face-up monster, you activate this effect until the end of this turn. This card gains attack equal to half that monster's current attack, and if it does, that monster's current attack is half. So it's going to do 3,000 either way, most likely, and then get another attack. It's a pretty good OTK card, honestly, as well, just like Access. And it's just a good card to remember that, hey, this is a pretty good card as well, especially if you can't afford Access code. Now, Borrel Dragon here, OGs, these are about $4.50. I actually recommend getting these at $4.50, $5. Near player can target this card with monster effects, so has a bit of protection. Once per turn, as a quick effect, you can target a face-up monster on the field. It loses 500 attack and defense, and your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. So you can kind of do a good chain there as well as, you know, make something lose some attack and defense. And it's guaranteed to beat over every other boss monster. That's 3K. Now, at the start of the damage shift, this card attacks a opponent's monster. You can place that opponent's monster in a zone this card points to and take control of it, but send it to the graveyard during the end phase of the next turn. So it basically just takes your opponent's monster, has protection. Like, this card's honestly still really good. As well, at $5, I would consider it. Blackluster Solar Envoy at the beginning here from Invasion of Chaos here. I only want to go over first eds here. Now, first ed damage is still going to run you some money. First ed heavy plays at $35. Mod plays here $71 because, hey, if it has a crease but it looks good in his sleeve and it's first ed, hey, GOAT players will still go crazy over it. Hey, I would. I actually do have a first ed mod and a first ed lightly played. Now, first ed lightly played, $149. First edition near mints are about $331. Now, you do have a PSA 8 here at $500. My honest opinion, this is actually a really good buy. $500 for this, I would definitely grab that. Now, lightly played are going up very quickly though, at about 100 for 950, going up to about 130, or not 130, but 280 right over here. I unironically did the math of what it was gonna go up to, in my head and said that number instead. But I would actually grab these first ed light plays while you could. I know a lot of people like the CR and all that, but this is a first ed OG from Invasion of Chaos, only $150. And this is an iconic card. It's one of my favorite cards in the game. I would grab this while I can. Great investment. $500 PSA, good investment as well. Deep Sea D. In fact, you know what? How about I make you guys a bet? We get 175 likes, right? You know what? 160 likes. No, 175. I will buy the PSA and I'll show it to you guys. 175 likes on this video. And I'll give it a week, a full 7 days, right? So if you're watching this on the 5th day, you know, I'm still going to check back, right? And I'm not going to be too anal. If it's like a few hours after, I'll probably give it to you guys. But 8 days, you know, Deep Sea Diva here, 175 for light plays. Near mints are $300. Oh, boy. I still have funny enough, I actually had a place I was trying to get rid of for about 600 because I got rid of a playset for 640 of this. And, yeah, I still have this because of Splate. So, yeah. Dual Saga Deep Sea Divas. Ultras are $12 here. That's not too bad. Mermail Abyss Megalo. First editions are... Near mints are about $30 here. That's not too bad. Other near mints are about 32. A fun fact, I actually do want to play this deck again. I don't know if you guys might think that's kind of weird, but this deck's still pretty good, and it can chain block like crazy as well. Plus, you get the auto spell negate, which isn't too bad either. It's good in older format as well. I definitely want to play with Mermail Abyss Megalo and just see what combos and what cool things you could do in this format. I know it's going to be more of a water format, but I don't know. I kind of want to play this deck, honestly. I might give you guys a deck profile of this as well. Maybe. Abysseus Ultimate Rare is about $35. Near mit's going up to 40 here. Not bad. You know, for these $40. I actually would get high rarity Mermails. I think that they've been too low for too long. This was 20 going up to 40, but for some reason, people are like, you know, Secret Regulos, I don't care. I don't like them. Mermail Abyss Gaios here. First and lightly plays are 15s. Near mints are $18 here for ultis. That's pretty good. And this card doesn't have a reprint, by the way. Abyss Gaios original ultras here, about $10. I would actually grab those ultis while you could. Now, Ulti Abyss Lind here. These are about $17 here. First editions are 18. Near mints are $23 going up to 27. This card just looks gorgeous as an ulti. The scan doesn't do it very well. The ultras also look very nice here. Being about let's see here, about close to $9 here. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't skip a page. Good. About $10 here for ultra rares. Now, you don't play this right now in the current build, but you play this in the build if you're playing older format, like against Fire Fist and all that. You know, when you're playing Zexal formats, you would play Abyssalin because she's a great card, because she's just a straight floater, right? And she's just easy to get, and then you could equip her and crash her in battle phase. It's just really, really good. But you would play her currently right now. At least I believe 99% you don't think so, because she's just a little too slow. But if you guys enjoyed this Mark Watch, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. To be honest with you guys, I've had a bit of a headache today. I actually like talking to you guys a little bit at the end of these market watches about that and about stuff. I'll be honest with you, I've had a very bad last week. I'm not gonna say it's hard. I'm just gonna say it was straight bad. The live stream last week was really awesome because not only did I get quite a few donations, but it actually helped cheer up my spirit as well. So I want to thank you guys for that. We are actually doing some work on the house, or not house, I should say condo, but that we're getting, and I'm hoping to pump you guys out with some more content, especially because I'm gonna have to be working a lot more, because with bills and how this, you know, the economy's going with inflation. I'm not trying to get political here, although if you've been a fan of the channel for a long time, you could probably kind of guess what I want to say. It's really, really hard, and some of that stuff kind of hit me in the face of reality today. What should I say here? The fact that I have to pay a lot for dental work as well isn't really that great either. But thank you guys for helping out with the channel as well. Hopefully this market watch was more bearable. I bet I probably stuttered a little more because of, you know, my headache and all that. But I'll see you guys in tomorrow's live stream. Peace.